It obviously affects our team when you lose your point scorer and your go-to and the person who is kind of carried the burden of the offense. But for me, it's more about the personal issue for her. How's she dealing with this? Another injury, another setback. And she's just been working so hard to get better in other realms. So for me, it's just emotionally how she's doing, and I feel bad for her. And I know she's a tough kid and she'll be okay. But that's my first reaction. Team-wise, I think everybody is a little bit sad, but I think this has kind of been our theme, is just next man up. We turn the page, and somebody has another opportunity to step up and show us that they can do a good job in her absence. So the elbow is day to day, week to week, you might say, and she's getting rehab and therapy quite often and is doing her due diligence. So it's up to the medical staff and her to determine when she'll be back. We're hoping sooner than later, but everybody heals differently, and she'll check in with us and we'll go from there. But the cool part, which is kind of a side note, is how awesome of a teammate she's been. When you're an All-American, sometimes you may not go to the practice gym in an injury and be as active as she has been, and she's been awesome. She's wiping the floor. She's carrying around a towel. She's helping Kendra, with some attacking options. She's helping the other hitters. She's been an unbelievable teammate. Really neat to see, and I think that's part of her mission to have a legacy left behind. Senior leadership. Really neat to see that. The first move is who replaces Nikki, and I think initially here the first person that comes to mind is Kendra. Kendra has played on the B side as an opposite now for a little over a week in our training camp and has done a great job. She plays kind of free, we say. She just plays and has fun and has done a great job. She's been a great attacker. She's been a point scorer. She hasn't had a lot of errors. So for us, it was like, instead of sliding an outside hitter to the right side, let's put a right side person in a right side area. So she goes from setter to hitter. But Kendra's always been a kind of a multifaceted volleyball player. She's a beach volleyball player, so she's done plenty of attacking and all that. So I had a meeting with Kendra and kind of let her know. I think she knew already, but I wanted to make it clear for her. So we just sat her down and said, hey, you're it. We're going to put you out there and see how you do, and let's work on it this week. And I don't want you to focus on setting this week. I want you to focus on being an attacker, being an opposite. She's been great. So we'll see this weekend how she does, but she'll give it all she has. Well, there's the possibility of Casey. Casey's been a utility player, so there may be an opportunity, depending on how things go. She may slide over to the right side as well. She had done some of that last year. She had worked as a kind of a backup for Nikki and gotten some reps there, so she may. We just had a staff meeting with Dave and the other coaches and kind of talk about some options. So for us, we're not going too far down one path. We're actually exploring several options. And then there's a possibility of maybe moving Sibley over there. She had played right side in club. She was a passing right. So she's comfortable hitting in zone 2, we say, or on the right side. So she may be the one to maybe even take some reps over there this week and see how she does. KG is still recovering from her surgery, and she's almost there. But going from almost there to competition ready is certainly a challenge, and I don't know if we can get her there in 2 days, but we're going to try, just so we have more options. We do train our lefts and our rights almost the same with skill work, but when you go play the game, they have to be on different parts of the court. So all of those pieces are interchangeable. Even our other outside hitters could play right if we needed. It just depends on what we're looking for, because each one of them brings something different. Some are better blockers, some are better hitters, some are going to be a better defender on that side. So there's a lot of moving parts. That's the beauty of this game, is trying to find solutions and be creative about it. And it's actually kind of fun as a coach to try to work through this. It's certainly not what we had hoped for, but again, it gives us an opportunity to see if our players can adapt, adjust, and play other positions and deal with adversity. And I think so far it's been pretty good, but we'll find out more this weekend. We also have McKenna Granado. McKenna is a local product out of Punahou that was everything here, all state, everything, MVP of the state. I call her the golden arm. She's got that arm, that whip,
that attacking arm that is really hard to teach. You kind of either have it or you don't. She has it, so for us, I think this is a big year for her, without putting pressure on her. And she's working on the whole game. She's working on her defense, her passing, her serving, her blocking, and I think that's important because to be that position, to be an outside hitter, you have to do the whole game. She has the arm. She'll get her kills, she'll get her points for sure. It's honing in on the other parts of the game, but she's awesome, and she's going to be out there a lot. She's going to help us. It'll be fun to watch her develop the next 3 years. We're really lucky. She's still pretty young, but she's really, really good.
So there's a lot of moving parts. That's the beauty of this game is trying to find solutions and be creative about it. And it's actually kind of fun as a coach to try to work through this. It's certainly not what we had hoped for, but again, it gives us an opportunity to see if our players can adapt, adjust, and play other positions and deal with adversity. And I think so far it's been pretty good, but we'll find out more this weekend.